Joseph here from Eightcap. Welcome to today's update. So we're looking at Ethereum to the USD on the daily chart as per normal. So we are going to continue just keeping the RSI in there, also keeping the 17 period moving average in there as well. Now, it does just give you a bit of a quick eyeball. It's not going to solve all of your problems, but if you do follow things like the 50 line, it does tell you pretty quickly if momentum can be perceived as bearish or bullish. It's definitely not a trading system in its own. You still have to incorporate price into it, but it does help, give you a quick little guide. A lot of people might say, well, you don't even need it, but I do think it helps a touch. So we'll continue with this, and we're going to just talk about some of the key things that are going on. So obviously we've seen the rally continue after that, very big washout. We might even call it buy sellers. Now that got back down to a pretty decent support level. We can see that marked in green, and we can see that level here. And once it was tested, there is a fair bit of demand there. We saw price quickly bounce back from there. Now we are seeing price continue to push up higher, but we are starting to enter this resistance area marked in red. And this area has been holding price back since we had that real choppy range a while ago. And we really will want to see buyers beat that point to continue to show that they are in control of the market. Now, overall, things still look pretty bearish. Looking back, we can see a couple lower highs in play. We can see that washout bar, but we can see a nice bounce off support. And it's not the clearest or the best example of a divergence, but we can see from this point here down to this that low here, we can see that the RSI is showing us some divergence, but price does still remain below the 50, but we are seeing price moving above the 17 period moving average, and it has beaten this fast trend here. So the next real key things we want to see from buyers, if this is going to be something of substance, is we want to see a rally continue up to break this resistance here. We want to see a test of this trend line as well, because that's pretty much the dominant trend line at the moment inside what is really a longer term price range. And I would like to see the RSI move back above the 50. Now, if we do see our next pullback, even if we get back up to this trend line and we do see a bit of a pullback, even if it goes below back into that resistance area, it's not a big worry, but we want to see a nice fast higher low, and we want to see a lot of aggression and interest from buyers, and then we want to see more buying come back in, and we want to see price break above this trend line. And if we do see that, we could be starting to see the early signs of the beginning of a new short-term trend. Now, if that does continue, we'll look for more signs and signals to tell us it's possibility of a medium-term trend. But for now, what we really need to see is more buyer interest and more buyer control. So step one, as just touched on before, we want to see a break of this resistance, and we do want to see a move back up to that trend line. And we want to see if buyers can get something going here. If we do see a fail at this resistance and we come down and form a new lower high, and the price goes back down to this support level, a break of that support level could be quite bearish, and we'll have to wait and see if the buyers can come back in that level. But a break below it could even set off a possible short move back down to test this level here. Just highlighting that there. So things do look to be back with buyers on the short term, but we need to see a little bit more from them just to tell us that we do have a proper change in momentum at the time being, especially after that washout. So interesting times. We will continue to watch and see how this progresses. So enjoy your day. All the best with your trading, and until our next update, thank you very much, and bye for now.